The best relationship that you'll have is the one that you have with yourself. A lot of times we seek outside and we seek all around to find relationships that will fulfill us and to give us purpose and things like that. But what I found is that if I'm not good with myself, the relationships I have with other people are going to fail anyway. So let's get into it. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. This is an episode of the Sunshine State. I have some guests with me today, and I'll let them introduce themselves in just a second. But I am super excited to have them on with me. And we're going to basically just talk about healthy relationships, the healthy relationships that you have with yourself, as well as the romantic ones. So let's get into it. With me to my immediate left, I have Miss Jessica Simmons.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Jessica Shyday Simmington. And a little bit about myself.
Yes.
I'm an actress, a mother, a writer. Okay. I wrote a book, Pick Up Your Crown. So it's all about relationships, but the toxic ones up in here, though. So don't follow my lead. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
And then I also have Miss Ren'e over here to my far left.
Hi, I'm Ren'e Sims, just Ren'e Red, and I am a mother, a full-time worker, and a mother.
Yes, I love it. And I'm excited that you guys are on here with me today. I'm glad you guys accepted the invitation. And it wasn't necessarily because of what you do, but it's because of the background and the personality, as well as the experiences that we've shared together. And I thought it was really cool to be able to share some of the experiences that I've heard from you guys with everybody out here, because my audience is definitely one that receives women who are on the path to growing and doing better and learning from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Even the times where we've made those mistakes and we're just like, girl, that was your fault. It was you. You were the problem. But it's okay. We're learning from those things and we're moving forward. So I'm just going to jump right in and ask a few questions, or ask this main question.
Okay.
So now I know you already mentioned talking about having toxic relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you realize that? Ooh, let me back it up even further.
Oh, God.
What
you ask me?
What did your mind, what mindset did you have to take on in order to realize that that was toxic and that you were worth more in order to start the exit for something like that? How do you even get into a situation like that? And then how do you get out?
I think childhood would teach you that.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is better now. In my book, I touched a lot about my mom being a single mother, raising me. And, you don't really understand it until you become a single mom raising kids, because, I am a mother as well. But a lot of things that she did, I felt were a little toxic. And so, therefore, that pushed me outside of the home, and craving for love, I drew more toxic people towards me.
Yeah.
So, thinking that is love, thinking that we're bonding, but we're bonding over toxic things. We're bonding because me and this person's dad died. So now we're mourning together. Like, that's not a reason to bond. Like, that's like codependency, I think, right? So in that, and in the result of those relationships, seeing the outcome of that, and going through the stuff that I went through, I had to step back and say, okay, how did I even get here? Because I attached myself to this toxic person. So I think that was awakening. Just the people that I was attracting and attaching to at that time in my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can attest also to living and growing up in a situation, a scenario where I saw some things that were happening in my family with my parents, with cousins, uncles, that were toxic as well. I did not realize that I had adopted so many. It was something you said was I can't remember what you said, but it was basically self-inflicting things.
Yeah.
And I took on the personality of a person who would become the martyr and become the person who had to be the superhero or who had to overextend herself in order to feel like people would like me.
Right.
So I can understand what it looks like to get in situations where you're seeking love and trying to create those trauma bonds. That's what I was looking for.
Bonds, yeah.
And so those trauma bonds, while it's not because my parent may have died, it's because of some other things that have happened. I can honestly say that in those times where it's like we're thinking that we're trauma bonding and this is a good thing for us because we're both have experienced this thing, we're trying to grow, it's actually detrimental to both of us because neither one of us are growing. We're stuck right where we were, right in that place.
Ashe.
So
Break it down. Break it down.
I mean, and like the reality of the situation is a lot of times when you get with people and you end up being stuck in those type of scenarios, it's hard to get out of it.
OMG. And that's where I come in.
Come on, girl.
I
Exactly.
was stuck in like a 12-year relationship trying to help the person be the best father that he can be. And I was still being super mom because he still wasn't there, you know? And I was stuck there for a very, very long time. Like way too long. And kept on having kids, you know? But, you know, I'm here and I'm super mom now. And my kids are everything. They are everything they can be because of me, not because of him.
Yeah.
And I got out.
Yeah.
So do you think that a part of what kept you there is because you felt that maybe that was like what kept you there? Because I don't want to make up a reason.
What kept me there was I just wanted my kids to have a dad.
Yeah.
Although I was daddy's little girl, my dad wasn't in the house, and that's what I wanted for my kids.
Yeah.
Although it was the worst thing that I could have done.
Yeah.
You know, him being out of the house, I mean, we flourished.
Right.
Everything started happening good once he left. But while he was there, he was just nothing but a bump on the log.
Ooh. Okay. So, question. So after all of that, do you still feel like you're open to love for in the future?
I am super open to love.
Okay.
Super open to love and can't wait on it.
If you're interested, drop your number in the comments.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Clink, clink, clink. Okay.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the perfect person. Not the perfect person, because nobody's
right
perfect.
person.
The right person for me. You know, and being that I'm of a grown, mature age, I
thought you said we wasn't going to be talking about no age.
I'm not specifically saying the age, but I'm grown.
You know, she's telling them what she's looking for, because I said drop the number in the comments.
But I'm not saying what I'm looking for, but I'm saying what I'm not. You know, as soon as I see a red flag, I'm out of there. And sometimes that can be a bad thing, you know, but, you know, because I'm not open for nothing. I've been through so much, and I just don't want to go through it again.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you guys feel like has been, because actually, both of you guys have been through crazy traumatic scenarios, and I'm not going to tell your business. If you feel like you want to tell your business, I'm going to let you. But both of you guys have been through traumatic scenarios. Yes. I, too, have been through a traumatic scenario. I'm not sure how much I can share about my stuff, but I will lead by saying this. I was in a scenario similar to both of you, and I was trying to be with this person because, number one, I wanted Kylie to have a dad in her life. And then number two, I didn't want to myself. Also, I didn't want to be alone. I had a fear of being alone. I had a fear of feeling like maybe this is all I can get. And it's crazy because the mentality that I had of myself is not necessarily the view that other people might have of me. So do you feel or do you believe that maybe a part of the mix of why you were in those scenarios is because you also felt like your options were limited?
I don't think my options were limited, but I just wanted so much to have a family, you know, because I did grow up in a, my mom was the only one there. Yeah. And all of my aunts, I hope they don't get mad for me saying this, but, you know, well, they get married and not, you know. So it's like everyone is single in my family. All the women, it's only women in my family. Well, in my, you know, my aunts and everything. Right. So, except my grandmother been married for 60-something years, you know. So, I'm looking for that.
And you wanted to break the cycle.
I did want to break the cycle.
And you still can.
And I still am.
And you
I still am. I'm going to break that cycle.
Period. I love it.
I think for me, okay, well, first of all, let me just go back. I ain't going to say too much. But when you are trying to, well, when you're younger, because that's what I was, and people are telling you you should not be with this person, and that person seems so fun, you're like, y'all just hating. So that's where I was at first, right?
Right.
So now I have children by this person, and the same thing. I want a family. And because there's already all these people telling me it's not going to work, I'm like, no, I'm determined. This is going to work. Like, what y'all talking about? Right? So I think that is what made me attached, right? Trying to keep your family for one, but also remembering the naysayers in this situation, right? Calling them naysayers. They want this to fail.
Right.
But then on the flip side, when you start telling people all that you're going through, the people that you trust, You think they would be the ones that's like, oh no, get up out of there. But they're like, no, y'all got to figure this out. Y'all got to make this work.
Oh, nobody said that to me.
I was about to say, I am definitely afraid of telling people what's going on in like my relationship or things like that. Because I'm like, we mad at each other right now. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to be over it next week.
And
but they still going to be mad.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I can't really say nothing because if I tell them that he tripping like this today, and then we have our conversation, have a come to Jesus, get it together, and then we're good, they're going to be looking at me like I'm stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I kind of steer clear. You got a different crew of people.
No. Oh, those people I don't talk to.
You had to clear the decks.
But let me say this, okay? I will highlight this, and this is something I did put in my book, okay? So this is exclusive. So I had when I was pregnant, I'm trying to see the best way to phrase this, okay? When I was pregnant with one of my children, their father put their hands on me, and it got really bad. And so when I went back to work, all my coworkers, right, who were Black women, told me that meant that he loved me and that they had went through the same experience before. And all I had to do was go back home and whoop his ass. Oh, I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube.
Yes, but you can cuss on YouTube.
So these are older women, older than me at that time, telling me this. And I'm like, I'm learning what love is, remember? Because my mom, she didn't show too much affection. So I'm trying to learn the script. So I was like, oh, is that so? I was in the bank because I was working at the bank at the time. And I was hearing stories. Every person had a different story. They was telling me their story, what happened, what they did. Some person they even tied their dude up. They could have been lying. But that is why I went back.
See, that's crazy. Yeah. That frustrates me. It frustrates me because it's like, why are we, or how did we get to the place where we are so, and I don't want to keep chalking it up to something simple as trauma, but maybe it is just trauma. But how do we get to a point where we're so comfortable with dysfunction that we're encouraging dysfunction in others' relationships?
Yes.
Like what?
Yeah.
Girl, you told me, and like even in my college years, like I had friends, like there was this guy who I was dating in college or whatever. I was like a freshman, sophomore, something like that. And we were play fighting or whatever. We like, I like to, move around a little bit. And so we are, play fighting or whatever and just kind of wrestling. Not actual fighting, but just like, all that kind of stuff. Yep. And so he make a mistake. I'm light skinned. So you hold my hand too tight, I'm going to get a bruise. Yeah. And so he flipped me around and I fell off the couch because we was on the couch tussling or whatever. I fell on the bottom of the couch or whatever. And he's like, you okay? I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, I'm good. I ended up bumping the side of the couch or whatever. Had a small bruise right here from falling and bumping on the side of the couch. A regular small bruise. So my homegirl was like, what's that on your arm? I was like, oh, we was playing around or whatever. And I fell off the couch or whatever. And in her mind, she thinks I'm now being battered. And now I'm like, girl, if you know me, I'm not going to be in a situation where, well, let me not say that because I did find myself later in life in a scenario where I had to make some real decisions. I didn't stay, but I was just like, I never thought this would happen to me. Mm-hmm. But rewind back to this. I fell off the couch. It happened. She called it out. We were in front of friends. He was there. And then she calls him out like, don't be putting your hand, yada, yada, yada. And I was distraught because I was convinced that was my husband, right? Yeah. And he was like, I don't need to be seen as somebody who's putting their hands on nobody. So I need to separate myself from you and your friends because they got this perception of me and you didn't even defend me because a large part of my time, a large part of my life, I was quiet and wasn't really telling people stuff. So I was just like, oh my God, I didn't defend him. I didn't say anything. But then I went back and I was like, well, literally, guys, he didn't do anything. This is what happened. I'm not lying to you. And by that time, he was just like, no, I'm done.
The fact.
So that, but that scenario,
yeah.
No. No.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And that was at the time that everyone else's word mattered before mine because I was searching for answers. So and they was wide open offering me advice that I just took,
So. And that's how it goes. Yeah. That's how it goes. A lot of times people offer unsolicited advice because they think their way is the best way. And sometimes it's good-spirited. Sometimes we actually mean well. But we got to be able to be like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah, enough.
And that's kind of, that's why I like the relationship that we all have. Because like all three of us are grown as hell. Okay? Grown as hell. So there's already 3 sets of perspectives, already 3 separate mentalities and things like that. And like, if you have a preference, you don't have a problem with saying, hey, so I prefer X. You know what I'm saying? And we're like, okay, cool, whatever. That's what you prefer. Yep. Because like, we already know Miss Ren'e is like, oh, I only drink these particular alcoholic beverages. The rest of that is cute, but this is all I'm drinking.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's the kind of respect that you have to garner with your relationships. So what would you guys think is the best relationship advice currently that you can give to either yourself or someone else?
Mine is, I mind my business. I stay in my lane. If I only offer my opinion, if you ask me for it. You can tell me your whole life story and I will listen. I will be that ear for you. But I'm not going to, chime in until you ask me. Because I found that giving people my opinion, my real opinion, has lost people. I mean, but I don't care, but yeah. So, I mean, if I try to say like, girl, you need to,
right,
they'll just shy away from me. I have a friend, that tells me things and whatever. And I just offer like, girl, that could not be me. But I find now that she don't tell me nothing.
Right.
But it's fine because I got my own stuff going on.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So I just stay in my lane, mind my own business. Yeah. If you need my opinion, you will ask me. Yeah. You could tell me all day, tell me your whole life story. I'm a good ear to listen.
I love it. I'm going to call you if I need you. Girl.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Any time of the night, I am there.
Okay.
You know what? You do answer the phone.
I answer the phone.
She answers the phone.
Sleeping, I be like, hello? They be like, girl, I got to tell you. Okay, I'm up.
Yeah.
You definitely answer the phone. Oh my, what about you? It. You don't answer the phone. What?
Oh, wow. I'm doing better. Call me tomorrow and see. I promise. I got you. But the advice I would give people is to be patient. No, there's a line between having too much patience. But I think we live in a world that people just, no offense, because you just say the red flags, you done. But I'm just saying in a relationship that is okay and is healthy, but they have some flaws. Patience.
Yeah. I don't get there. Yeah. I don't get to the relationship because in the talking stage, red flags.
So what are red flags for you?
Well, it's a lot of different red flags.
Because we're not going to don't make Dochi red flag your red flag.
No, I mean, so I have kids. My kids are my everything. One bad thing about so I was dealing with this one somebody. And he was like, your kids still live with you? Yes, my kids still live with me.
Why wouldn't they?
They're mine. I birthed them. Until they are ready to get out there, they will live with me. And so I don't call them anymore. At all. That's a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Don't talk about my kids.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids they will get out when I'm ready or they're ready.
Right.
How old is Zoe? Like 13?
12.
12?
Yes.
She want her out?
No, they didn't want her out, but my grown-er kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's not your business. You have your place, I have mine.
No.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so that's one red flag. Yeah. Don't talk about my kids.
Because there's a better way to have curiosity and an understanding of the situation without saying something that's accusatory.
You can barely pay your rent, sir. So
that's actually the red flag.
That's the red flag. That is one of them. That is one of them.
I need you to be able to be self-sufficient.
Exactly. Don't ask me for nothing.
See, okay, wait. Because see, I have a generous nature at times. Because there's a limit to it. It's been used. So I have a generous nature and I've had to learn how to kind of cut it off. Because sometimes I overextend myself, which, I've done even in cheer.
Yes.
But so I have a tendency to overextend myself. So in relationships, sometimes I've had to learn the balance between like still being able to do what I enjoy and what is naturally me, which is giving. but then also be like, there has to be a give and take. I can't be the only one giving.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't be the only one who's like, oh, I thought about you today, and I know you mentioned that you like whatever.
That's
so I'm
me,
gonna bring
though.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need that too.
Yep.
I need you to think about me too. And if you don't never think about me and be like, oh, I know that you like this wine, so I'm gonna have this wine set up for you whenever you come over. That's a problem. That's
That
like
is a problem.
we gotta learn each other. Like
Exactly.
I like wine, and I'm gonna want some at least 3 times a week. No, I'm just joking. It's not that often.
Keep it real, ma'am.
But I'm gonna need you to also pay attention to that, because I'm gonna pay attention to the fact that you like whatever, and I'm gonna bring whatever it is that you like.
Yeah.
So while I agree that don't ask me for nothing, I'm still gonna give something.
That's my thing as well. So I'm a giver. I am a giver. But
Absolutely.
it was one instance where I was giving way too much and wasn't getting anything back. So it kind of scaled me back on giving anything to the next person. So, but yeah, I am a giver though. I love, because I'm a shopper. I love to shop.
Yes, you do.
And if I see something like, oh, such and such will look good in this,
Yes.
I will get that.
Yes, thank you for my birthday outfit.
This.
I will
thank you for my birthday outfit.
You're welcome.
It was cute.
Yes. You're welcome. But no, yeah, so I am a giver. But I'm saying, like, don't you have your own household? I have a whole household.
Yes.
So you handle yours and I'll handle mine. Now, if we're gonna do this together, then that's another thing.
Right.
But
yeah, because people don't realize that there's a difference between like the dating and the full-blown relationship side of things. Like, I'm not going to be like just investing all of my finances.
I'm not going to be wifey material in our talking stage. Not even the boyfriend-girlfriend stage, but the talking stage,
Yeah.
But I will cook you a meal, because I'm a cooker.
A mean meal now.
I'll cook you a mean meal, and I'll bring it to you,
Right.
But, yeah, I'm not going to be wifey material doing the wifey things in a talking stage. Now, girlfriend, boyfriend, it's a little different, but not the talking stage.
So what's an example of a wifey thing that you're not doing in the talking stage that you would do? That look says so many different things. Y'all both sipping. I want to know now.
I need to rewind that back. So you guys
bring it back.
There
what
are
was
different
it?
things. I mean, I'm not going to go into specifics, but there are things that are wifey things, and then there are things that are we still in the talking stage,
Right.
So
I'm trying to learn Master Yoda. Okay. Because maybe I am doing wifey things I'm not even.
But you're not in the talking stage.
I'm not.
You're just beyond that, and it's different beyond that. Because the wifey stage and we've been together for a nice little while is almost the same kind of things without the paper.
True.
And I kind of almost at my grown age kind of don't even need the paper. But I do want a committed relationship. I do want somebody that's my life partner.
Yeah.
I want a life partner, somebody that I could do everything with. I don't want you to not be able to do this because you're on parole. I don't want you to not be able to do this. I'm almost. Let me stop.
Keep going, please.
No. No, I don't want, I just want me a committed relationship. I want me somebody that can do everything that I can do. I'll take myself out on nice, dinners. I want you to be able to do that. I don't want you to be like, oh, we can go to, I'm not going to say no names, but, I like nice things.
Right.
And I could do it for myself, and I expect you to be able to do it for me.
You can say Sizzlers.
What about Sizzler? I mean, I like Sizzler if I'm taking my kids for whatever the cheese bread or something. I haven't been to Sizzler forever, but
that's not like you expect me to dress up or whatever. That's just us chilling and kicking it.
We can go to Sizzler,
right?
But don't take me to Sizzler, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Please, we can go.
We can go for something chill, something casual, but that's not like a date.
Yeah, no. I want somebody that can do for me what I can do for me.
Right.
You want someone that can travel too?
Absolutely, because I travels.
Okay.
Yes. I like to get out of the country.
Okay, so I asked because I have a friend.
Okay.
She gonna watch this too, so she gonna know I'm talking about her. She was talking to this guy, and she told him that she likes to travel, and he said, "That's a red flag, because Because why are you traveling so much?
What?
Yeah. Turns out he don't even have a passport.
Oh, see, yeah, that's the problem.
Okay. Wait.
These are the men in the pool swimming.
No, really.
Wait.
I understand.
Okay. So him not having his passport isn't necessarily a red flag.
No,
but
no,
him being unwilling to get his passport.
Exactly. And then when you're grown, I mean, passports aren't that much.
Right, they're not.
I mean, so you can just get a passport just to have in your drawer for whenever. I say, hey, let's go to.
Yeah. No, so that's not the red flags. The red flag to me was you are telling her that she has a red flag because she's traveling.
She likes to travel.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want to be like the rest of these podcasts or these people and these women that be like, oh, that mean he broke. That mean he cheat. That mean he this. But you can deduce a couple things from a person who does not want to experience international travel. Like maybe there's fears there. Maybe. Could be. Maybe there are some type of financial setbacks or some holdbacks there. But it's like, what really would be the issue with a person wanting to travel internationally? Like, I don't necessarily understand what would be the issue with something like that. So I don't really understand that whole scenario. But I'm going to let him have it because if he thinks that's a red flag, then more power to you, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got it.
He's still single to this day.
Let's go. Yeah, because I don't got it for dude. Because it's like we got a whole bunch of other things. We got all these kind of responsibilities going on. And if red flags are something that's if your red flag is petty, then you're not even ready for a relationship.
Exactly. Not ready.
And so let me ask you this, okay? Because I know that. Wait, hold on. Let me back up. Let's take a shot. Because I appreciate y'all being here with me. Let's take a little shot.
Yes, of course.
Click, click.
Clink, clink, clink.
I don't know why I do that, but I just do it.
Ooh. All right, we got to make it through the end of the podcast, y'all.
We will.
All right, I'm good now.
Yes, good now. So, are y'all in relationships now? I know you mentioned a boyfriend, but what's our relationship status?
I am in a relationship, not married yet. I'm staring at him through the camera, but we've been going steady. I think this is a. She's so funny.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, this is actually like one of the most peaceful relationships I ever had in my entire life.
Yes.
And it took a while because I started realizing my red flags with dealing with a peaceful relationship because I'm so used to chaos.
Yeah.
And or like something coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been really peaceful. I still told him I have a deadline. So if you don't wrap it up.
Okay.
So you really have a deadline for how long you'll let him like.
Yeah.
Like you don't just be like, I'm done with you because you don't want to marry me? For real?
Yeah.
But how long is too long though?
Exactly. I don't know. Like that depends on the person.
Yeah,
case by case.
Yeah.
But how long you guys been dating?
We've been together for almost 4 years.
That's a long time. That is, I mean, and I can't, because me and my BD was together for a really long time, but that's because I didn't want to marry him until I thought things were right because I didn't want to be stuck with who I would have been stuck with, And so, but 4 years, if it's going good,
almost,
and ours wasn't going good, but going good for 4 years,
well, there's been some transitions, like we just moved, certain things like that. So it's a lot within it, but I agree. That's why I said I have a deadline.
Okay. See, because y'all
what's
got
your
a
deadline?
whole life that you're building.
I don't want to say because this is going to be released.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, like I move in silence. So if you don't meet that, then that's when my energy going to shift in the house. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going out tonight. You went out last night. I know, but I'm going out again. Oh, you going out again? Yeah, I sure am. It's going to just be different.
Right. Got it.
But it's really a good relationship. And I've learned a lot about myself as opposed to the other relationships that I had. Yeah. So I will say that.
Yeah. I'm a nervous ninny. I feel like when I have something good that's going on, I'm like, well, I just want to kind of let it naturally evolve and not necessarily put a whole lot of parameters on it because I don't necessarily know if that's going to bite me in the ass or if that's going to be beneficial to me. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me just kind of use some discernment and prayer and see what the Lord say as I go along in this journey, because I want this to work. I would love for this to end up in marriage. If it doesn't, okay, fine. I'll have it start again. But, I would like for this to go in a positive direction.
Right.
And I don't want to put a whole lot on what my expectations used to be, because I don't even know fully. I don't know when I'll be ready for marriage. Because I don't know if I was asked today if I would say yes, because I don't
I would.
fully.
You can then say, "Hi, my name is Donovan, and would you like to get married?" I do, sir. I do.
I don't know if today I'd say yes, because I feel like there are still, like, maybe it's a male mentality, but I feel like there's still so many things for me that I need to get together.
But sometimes you'll never get it together.
Never.
Sometimes you'll never get it together. Sometimes you'll never fully know the person that you're going to marry.
Mhm.
I mean,
Never.
Yeah. And a part of it is because I be being hard on myself. Because I be like,
that's a woman thing, though.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a woman thing, being hard on yourself.
Perfectionist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Yep.
And I am not in a relationship. I haven't been in a relationship for a very long time.
So when
I've
are we
had
signing
situationships. I'm almost ready to go on 90 Day Fiance or Love After Lockup.
I would not
Love After Lockup.
What about Ready to Love? Do you watch that?
I do.
Yes, you want to get on that show?
Ready to Love with,
You
I
will be
don't know.
phenomenal.
I don't like playing them games. Like, we got to date this many people. Or what's the other one? Love is Blind.
Oh,
I love all of these
think you
shows.
should go on Love is Blind.
Yeah.
They don't have a Love is Blind LA.
They
You
don't?
fly out.
They don't have America? Something like that?
You fly out.
America. Maybe so. I was thinking about it. I'll be thinking about all of that stuff while I'm sitting there watching it.
Well, at a basal level, can we at least set you up with a dating profile?
Oh,
like an online dating scenario?
I do. I had a friend that works with me.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm going to set you up on this dating site. I set it up. She set it up, and they could say one wrong thing.
Okay, and that's okay. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to be picky.
It's been 4 years.
Oh.
It's been 4 years. Actually.
What was that?
I'm going to say, what's that?
Yes, cliffhanger. Stay tuned.
What?
No.
I think you should do Ready to Love, though.
Yes.
I think you should.
They don't have Ready to Love my age. They don't. Everybody there be like teeny boppers.
I don't know your age. We're not going to present it on the camera. But there was 2 seasons ago, there was an older lady on there. And she
I think I'm going to
assumed to find.
What about Later Daters?
Oh my God, I love that. Yes, I would totally do that.
Oh, it was super cute.
I would totally do Later Daters.
That one dude, the old dude who's asking the lady if she was ghetto, if she liked her blonde hair, he was so creepy.
He was a creep from the beginning.
He was creepy as hell.
What if one day you want to? What that mean?
Because sometimes I do.
No, because the lady was like in her 60s. You're definitely not in your 60s. We know that. But the lady was in her 60s, and she's like 62.
But she still looked good.
But she looked great. She exercised, kept herself up, hair nice, present well or whatever. Yeah. Wearing heels, all kind of nice stuff. So she went on a date on the dude, and she was looking really nice. And he came, he was like, he was just being very cringe, like from start to finish. Mm-hmm. And then he started asking these weird questions. He was like, "Oh, I don't date around in Atlanta. I fuck around." I was like,
"Yeah," but who she ended up with I was like, "Ooh, Zaddy, yes."
Because he was a big, muscular, had the beard. He was
bald head.
He was a very attractive older man.
Very. But was he older? I think he was younger than her, though.
Not by much. He was in his 50s. Yeah, so she was 62, 3, or I think it was like 58 or something like that. He was in his 50s. So they're like right in the same.
Yeah, I've been seeing some good looking older men.
Yeah.
I just don't know where they are.
Because clearly if you could find somebody like that.
Not in LA, exactly. No, some in LA, but once they get Californianized, that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah.
And by Californianized, do you mean when they want other races of women?
No. When I say Californianized is when I had moved to Texas one time. Mm-hmm. And when I was in Texas, every guy that I met was such a gentleman and just, ooh.
I think she's going to Texas,
I love a good gentleman.
No, I do.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I'm talking about everyone that I met, And then I used to go out and everything. I was only out there for a couple of years, but everyone that I met was such a gentleman, and they was like, "Let me show you the town," and I was like, "Yes." And everyone that I was shown the town,
Yes.
So, but in California, guys are not like that. Please show me the town. It may be somewhere in California that I don't know,
Right, yeah.
But they're not like that.
Yeah.
These men out here are not like that.
So I will say I had a short stint on online dating when I was here. It was a time when I was just like, you know what? Fuck everything. Let me just try something new. And so I met a few people, went out on a couple dates or whatever. And this one dude, he was just really weird. And I'm like, I'm very glad I met you in a public place because I'm never calling you again.
I always meet him in public
places.
You
are a weird, no, I met him in like a super public place. We went to a coffee shop or something. Because he was like, let me take you to dinner. I was like, nah, I want to go to a coffee shop because I want to just talk. And I want to understand who you are, stranger danger. Okay?
Stranger danger.
I don't know you. I need to be able to, I want to have a conversation or whatever. And as weird as it is to do online dating and then meet this person who on this profile looks this way, but then in person looks like they gained an extra 30 pounds. It's like, so I try, to be honest and give you current pictures because I want you to like
and that's what you gotta say. Send me a picture right now.
Right. But then he came and he was, heavier. And I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Because men can get away with being a little heavier.
Yeah, and
they don't have to be skinny.
I'm kind of looking for
they don't have
heavier man.
They don't have to be six pack.
Okay. Right, exactly.
They don't have to be itty bitty. They can have some weight on them. They can have floppies or whatever.
Yeah. Floppies.
They can have. They can have it. We can't though. Right. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you got back fat." But so I met him or whatever, and I was just like, "Girl," I was like, "What?" Not girl, but in my mind, I was talking to myself. I was like, "Girl, what? He lied to you. This is not him." Mm-hmm. But it was him 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I get to those type of shows, it's just like, how do you get to a place where you can find those type of quality people? Of course, they had like a coach, and then they had people to kind of really get into it with them. So how do we do it, like at our level?
We got to be each other's coach.
Yeah. True.
We got to be the coach.
Yes. So when you go on your dates, you got to have us in the background.
Yeah. Or I seen a show one time. The twins have a show. One of the twins, the Child Star twins, the Murray twins, Tia and Tamara.
Oh yeah.
So her friends went on the date first. Like he thought he was going to be meeting me, but he was meeting you guys, and you guys interviewed him first. Like, okay, this is the guy. This is the guy for you, or no. He don't get a second chance. Yeah, so that's a good thing.
He was flirting with me.
Okay, right. So that sounds good.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. How can we set? We
gonna do that.
We need to film that. That would be funny.
That would be
hilarious. I want to do that.
Let's do it.
But you
would you be willing?
I will be willing.
But you still have to have the final opinion, though.
Yes, you have the final
say. Yes. So we can still do it. You can listen.
Some of the people didn't even get there, but that sounds
you listen in, tell us if you like him or not, despite our opinion.
Yeah,
we still can come back and tell you how we feel, and then you be like,
I'm ready for it.
Let's talk to you a little bit more.
So I don't know if I have the what would it take for you to be able to listen into the conversation? Yeah. Like, do we have to have you on a phone call?
Well, no, you just, I'm sure we have somebody that can help us with that.
Girl, Stealthy, this is not cheaters.
Well, maybe we can have our,
I don't even have to listen in. No, you guys, I trust you guys.
We can turn on the voice memo.
I trust you guys.
I'll call her while we were there and have her ear hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. Like, listen in. Here we go.
She
boom.
talking about something. We got somebody who can make it happen.
Try to make it work.
We got people in high places.
We do, but we don't.
Okay, we can call her and let her listen in. Yeah. And, then you let us know.
We got to see about her.
Or no. What it could be is you guys go on a date with him first, both of you guys, and you guys kind of interview him. And then I just go on like a blind date. And that's how hers was. It was kind of like a blind date, but you guys said, I think this guy is for her. I think he would be good for her. So it'll still be kind of like a blind date for me. You guys just tell me, we got this guy for you. We think he's good for you.
See, but I would have to know what you like in a person first.
You will.
Because I don't want to like be like, yeah, this guy is the one. And you be like, girl, he is ugly.
Now that could be a thing. No, because
it's ugly.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to go through some photos.
Right.
And I'll show you what might.
Tell me what you like. Yeah.
But she would have already
not right now,
got the date together for us to go on.
But how is it going to be a blind date if she will have
If I already didn't read his profile? Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to sit at a seat next to us?
Yeah, I will. I could be there as I don't know
there.
how we're going to get this together, though.
We're going to get it together.
We're going to get it together. Gonna sit right next to us. We're going to show up. Hey. And
yeah, because I don't want to set you up for failure. I want you to like what I choose.
You can't set me up for failure because I will Control Alt delete a person in a minute. You know, I will. So
I love it.
All right.
Okay. So, what would you guys think about doing something like that? But then also about so maybe about others. Like, what would be the dating advice that you would give? I know you have the best advice that was given to you, but what would be the advice that you would give to someone younger who was trying to do the same thing? I know you said patience, and I know you said...
Oh, no, I have...
I mean,
So like our daughters, what would we tell them when they're trying to come into themselves when they start dating?
Don't date. Don't date. Wait. Or you can date, don't think of having like a boyfriend now, because I can't count on my fingers and toes how many boyfriends I've had, But, I would tell my daughter, you know what, baby, wait. Wait and don't be just out here just dating. Make sure that this is who you like. But see, you don't know who you like when you're young. Right. Who I liked when I was young, like because I have 2 baby daddies, right? Mm-hmm. Well, 1 baby daddy, 1 sperm donor. Anyway, so my first baby daddy, he was somebody that I had when I was younger. I probably wouldn't choose him now. Mm-hmm. Although he's a great guy. Never been a dad, but he's a great guy. Mm-hmm. Now this other one, I don't even want to put too much energy into this, but he's nobody that I would choose right now either at this age. Mm-hmm. So when you're going to go through boyfriends. Right. So, I seen her one day. It's a whole nother subject. Right. I seen her one day all sad. I was like, what's wrong with you? She's like, oh, because stop talking to me. You're like, girl, who cares? Right. That's 1 out of a million. Right. You're not going to have one person or one friend, for all of these years. But, I don't know. I'd tell my daughter to just... wait, you're not going to find your person at first. And if you do, I don't know how you even know it because I don't even have them. Mm. Yeah. I'm still single. Mm.
So. I agree with you 100%. I think for me, what I would tell my daughters is that, love when you're young is fun. Mm-hmm. But as you grow, are they trying to do something with their lives? Right. Do they have a vision? What's their 3-year goal? Like, what's their... What makes them wake up in the morning? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so it's that transition from being with somebody for love and fun. Mm-hmm. And then when you get grown and realize, oh, love don't pay them bills. Mm-hmm. Now that I remember, it's like, where do we meet?
Because you only figure that out as it goes along, because they're going to go through so many things,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're going to go through so many things. It's like, you just got to tell them at every stage, at this stage, at that stage,
Yep. Ooh, so for you, I know you said this is the first time you've been in a relationship that had like was peaceful. So what would be the difference? Like for you, how could you recognize like what a peaceful relationship looks like or what's a green flag?
Ooh, a green flag. Okay. Well, one green flag to me is that when we have conversations and I don't like something that is happening, or I don't like a reaction, or I don't like you doing something, that you change it. Mm-hmm. Simple.
Wait.
But
let me make sure. So you go ahead.
Yeah. So I can say I don't like that when I am busy, you ask me a lot of questions. Okay. Because I am centered, I'm busy. Mm-hmm. And you're like, all right, babe, I understand that. So now she busy. Let me back up.
Got it. Okay.
So it doesn't have to be anything extreme, but I know me, I know the things that trigger me. So I'm like, I don't you know. So that's a green flag to me.
Okay.
I mean, there's other green flags too. When you get mad, do you walk away? Do you want to sit here and argue with me about this? He's not argumentative.
I love it.
He says his piece.
I love it.
Sometimes he's quiet and he hear me vent. There's no hands put on me. There's no walking away. There's like, I'm sitting here with you because you're having a moment. I hear you. Let's move on.
I love it.
Green flag. And there's more things I can say, but...
So, on the flip side, because you know this is the age where people are like, well, do you do that for him?
I was going to get there.
Okay. You know that's where we live.
Yeah, so we thinking alike right now. So, in that, I had to learn that I was not doing that at first in the beginning because I was used to the toxic relationships.
Yeah.
So, I am still learning how to listen to him.
And I think that that's something that's a part of it. Like when you've gone through traumatic scenarios and situations, and when you have had so many things to happen for you, you are so into protecting yourself that you don't realize that you become selfish. You don't realize that you become self-serving in the process. And it's not self-serving in a bad way. It's self-serving because it's self-preservation. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that because you've been through these scenarios, honestly, this is a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
This is me defending myself to make sure that I'm good, to make sure you're not like all the other people who have decided to do whatever they did.
Exactly.
And I think that is something that like you mentioned something that is eye-opening for me, because a lot of times I didn't realize that I was operating in a selfish mentality because I was trying to protect myself in the process of learning to love someone new. And that's a lot of things. That's something that people don't talk about. Like, how do you transition from being in the toxic scenario to being in a healthy scenario?
Yeah.
And how do you make sure that in transitioning to this healthy scenario that you don't fuck this up or mess this up because you're still trying to not be that version of yourself? Because you become a survivor in that scenario. And you don't necessarily have to be that here. You got to be a different version of yourself, but it's hard to just morph. You can't just do it like that. You got to learn it.
Yep. That's good.
But it's been so much time in between each relationship. I can morph. I can morph because it's been so long since I had a boyfriend. I've been in situationships, but a boyfriend.
So these situationships.
Yeah.
What do they're just like, I need an itch that needs to be scratched.
Yeah, but because yes, an itch that needs to be scratched, but it's with that person.
Oh,
because I don't intermingle stuff. You know, I don't care if it's been like a year. After a year, then I figure that, hey, I'm not finna deal with this person no more. Then I'll probably, I'll take some time and then, yeah.
So your situationships never, like, you never thought about making them
like
develop?
No.
Why you don't like them? You like them?
I like this one person, but
you like him enough to
I like this
twirl.
one person. So I like this one person.
Okay, I'm a
He was because he was Jamaican. So it's this one Jamaican guy. I love him. I love these others. But no, so it was this one Jamaican guy, and then we was doing good for a long time. But then the one cuss out, and he said he didn't cuss me out, but to me he cussed me out.
What did he say, girl?
I don't know. Bumbleclad.
You don't even know what he said.
I don't remember because it's been a while, and then I was like, I'm not messing with him no more, and then he called me again. And for what he had, I was like, here I come, so.
Wait. For what he had, you meant the package?
Yes.
Okay.
Package. But anyway, so, I gave him 3. But it's like 3 strikes, you're out. So this is the last time he ain't called me. I ain't called him. I'm probably blocked. And I really don't care, but that's a situation. But I was only dealing with him,
Yeah.
At the time. And it's been like a few years.
So if he called you.
I think he's blocked now. I think I blocked him. I always block him. I always block him. But see, the thing is, I block him, but in my phone, my text messages will save him. Even if he texts me right now and he's blocked.
Don't you hate that?
Yes, and so I read him like,
this is maybe Roger. Me. Why are you telling me that?
I feel like he missed me, so. Yeah, but no, if I was to unblock him now and he called me, I wouldn't even deal with him because I don't like wasting my time.
Why not? How you not wasting your time? What if he grew?
I don't care. I don't even care no more.
Girl.
Yeah. Because he wasn't talking about the lifelong things that I was talking, that I was thinking, that I want. Mm-hmm. He just want to do him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So,
it's good that you know that, though.
So those are my situationships. Yes. I had another situationship, but a quick little situationship, and I was over that. Okay. But this dude seems to love me, but I just don't like him.
Why you don't like him?
I just don't. I don't know.
Like, what is it? His personality? What?
I don't even know. I just don't like him. He's just not my type of guy. But he was super cool, and our date was like amazing. Mm-hmm. I just didn't like him. Maybe his
conscious, your spirit don't feel it. It's a reason.
My eyes didn't like it. Okay.
That ain't her spirit, girl. She being picky.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Trying to make it deep.
No, for real. That's what it is. I am picky. I'm picky. I've become picky. Because at first I didn't used to be. I've become picky, and I just, I like what I like, and I don't like what I don't like.
Listen,
and I'll leave it.
But
right
you
there.
know what you don't and what you do like, so that's good.
Yeah. But you don't know that coming up, though, Yeah. That's why I got stuck in these other situations, But,
hello.
Yeah.
So do you think that those situations may have made you a little bit more rigid with how you or what you allow for yourself?
Yeah. Because because sometimes I put a wall up,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you could chisel that wall down, then I'll give you a chance, But it's at first I was like, oh, okay, he liked me. Let's go on a date, Okay, sometimes I don't care if the food is free and the drinks is free. I don't care about none of it because I can do it for myself,
Mm-hmm.
But it just depends on how they make me feel,
right.
So what would a healthy relationship look like for you then?
A healthy relationship would look like not putting down my kids, because they stay with their mom.
Right.
Their mom takes care of them,
Right.
A healthy relationship would be for me is somebody that's trying to do the same things that I want to do. Mm-hmm. That's, in it to, I don't, they talk about the 50-50. I'm not 50-50 with it.
Right.
You take care of the household. You take care of the manly things because I'm going to take care of everything else. Mm-hmm. That's a healthy relationship for me. Okay. I want somebody to love me unconditionally because I'm going to love you unconditionally.
Right.
I don't want no arguing going on because although I can get down and argue, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I just want a nice, healthy relationship.
Yeah. But you are going to argue in a nice, healthy relationship.
But I don't want to argue. We can just talk about it. We could debate. Gotcha. We don't have to argue to where I'm super mad and my blood pressure going up. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want to be like, you say your piece, I say my piece, you say your piece, I say my piece, and it's over.
Yeah.
And we figure it out,
Yeah.
I don't want to just be arguing to where I'm mad and I want to, I'm just, I don't want nothing to get violent. I don't want you to have a violent background. I don't want you to be violent in my relationship.
Yeah.
I'm almost kind of scared to even bring somebody in. I have a young daughter, so I'm kind of scared to even bring somebody in. But, you have your place, I have my place. We can, but I don't want to just bring somebody in my home because I just don't trust nobody right now.
Mm-hmm. So what were you saying about this post?
Yeah, I saw a post. So, I saw a post, and it was about a woman showing screenshots of her boyfriend sending messages to her daughter about, I'll eat your coochie and stuff like that.
Wait, what?
Yes. But come to find out, she had an extra phone and she did that herself to make, I don't know the update status on this, but she made it seem like he was the one that was sending his daughter those messages, but she actually set that whole thing up because she was mad.
She's kind of catfishing her daughter.
She didn't even text the daughter.
So she's catfishing the boyfriend?
Yeah, she was mad at him, so she sent these messages between her two phones, one named daughter, one named boyfriend, as if he was the one sending these nasty text messages. And the whole family was like, he would never do that. Now, again, I don't know the update on this.
Wait, so she was faking the whole situation?
Faking it because she was mad.
So it didn't really happen?
It did not really happen.
So none of the exchanges happened?
No, it was her with two phones with two different names.
Why would you even do that?
Why would you do that?
Stuff like that give us a bad name.
For real.
Because people will say and use that and be like, well, that's why I don't trust black women because black women be playing games.
Exactly.
And it be some of us out here who are really not trying to play games.
Exactly.
Trying to actually do the right thing and really trying to grow. and get healthy relationships. But then you out here playing games with a kid and your man. Why was you mad at you? What makes you that mad at your man that you're gonna play that type of game on him?
And not just
but
that,
who was she playing the game on?
Her man.
So she was mad at him. She wanted him to get some charges or whatever. But it got so viral that she said, "This, I lied." But the thing is, her daughter has a great relationship with this man. Your daughter, who is a teenager, is on social media.
Yeah.
So she sees this.
But what if that man would have been like, snapped and like, I didn't do this and killed her? I mean,
that's what I'm trying to
say.
Yeah, stuff like that happens.
Right.
Because you're threatening his life
by
saying things like that.
That makes me want to roll up.
For real. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
So
I didn't see that.
Y'all be careful out there.
Yeah. Like for me, a peaceful relationship would be someone who is willing to duke it out with me, but then we can still have a conversation after it's over. Not duke it out physically, but like us have our conversation. See, look,
I'm like, duke it out.
I'm saying it like that, and it's the wrong thing.
She likes to test.
Have our verbal no, not like that.
Yeah, verbal exchange
that
is
was
okay.
Younger me.
A verbal exchange is okay because nobody's gonna agree wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
Everything that I, because my opinions are my opinions,
right.
And yours are yours.
Right.
So, but okay, I understand. Duke it out.
So have our verbal exchange. I won't say duke it out anymore.
Okay.
Lord forgive me. So we will have our verbal exchanges or whatever, where we have our different opinion, whatever. But then we have the ability to really come back and be like, okay, so cool. After we did that, you talked your shit, I talked my shit. How do we get back to level 1?
Hop in the bed.
That solves it.
That's how you solve it. And that's what I used to try to do with my BD. It's like, we're never going to go to bed angry, But it just didn't work because I was like so angry sometimes. But
fully sexed up.
Well,
see, the thing is, I don't want to just be sexed up. I want to have an understanding of where we're going.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not clear on where we're going, I can't put my efforts and my energies into what it is that we are working towards. Because I need to be with someone who I can work toward a goal with.
Exactly.
I need a person who's a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
I need that. I need somebody who's making shit happen because I'm making things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be at work or outside of work, I'm doing things. And I need someone who understands what it's like to be able to lose sleep at night because you are trying to do whatever. You're trying to build or contact people or do this or do that. Now, I'm not going to disrespect him. And I would definitely recommend that he not disrespect me because it's not a good look for me to get outside of my character.
Right.
And it takes a lot for me to get to that point. But I'm still a Sagittarius. And I still have it in me to be like, pop off city.
Fire.
But, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, for me, healthy is like respecting and understanding what works for you and me in balance. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be with somebody who just like, well, I just got me. Figure out what you're going to get for you.
Exactly.
No. I want to be a part of your vision. I want to be a part of what goes forward for you. I want to see you win. Even if all I do is pass out programs.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I want us to win.
Yes.
I want us to win. I don't have to have a front and center role. But I do want to be a part of it because I want to be able to say, or not say, but I want to know that your win, you understood that your win was not unsupported by me. Because I never want you to feel like, my guy to ever feel like she wasn't there. Like she really just didn't give a shit about anything that I did. And vice versa.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. What would support look like for both of you guys?
I'm a supporter.
Okay.
I've never really tried to be the front of anything, but I'm a supporter. I don't care what it is. If you need me passing out programs on the corner, if you need me putting, whatever I will support my man wholeheartedly.
But what about this book you try to write?
That's so the book is an erotic book. So the book is an erotic book that I started years ago. And it's really like my life, this life, this person's life, all crammed into one. I probably should spread it out, but this book is amazing. Yeah.
So 2025 or 2026?
Probably 26. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I need some time because I have like parts of the book everywhere, you know, and I have to need to just put it all together.
So what's the cliff notes? A little brief synopsis, a little summary.
She said,
you don't got no overview?
No overview. Hot and sexy.
That's what it is.
So I think we should be back to do chapter by chapter when she get this book out. Okay.
I don't know, a book club. A steamy book club.
Yes.
It will be steamy.
Oh, girl.
I think I'm hot already.
I like a little nice erotic book now.
Yes.
It was nice.
I mean, where do you get the inspiration for something like that from?
My life.
Boom.
Wait a minute, this is based on your life?
She said a little bit about her and about some.
Yeah, a little bit of me, a lot of me, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I love it.
My life has been amazing.
Amazing.
Like, you know, haven't had a boyfriend for a long time, and I was just doing me and really doing me, you know, in my situationships. And I've had an amazing time.
I love it.
Had an amazing time.
I want to read this book.
I do too.
I want to read this book.
Because now there's even more mystery. There's not just the fashion and the fabulousness. There's the part of me too.
That's there.
Yeah. 2026, y'all.
Y'all gonna be really like Ren'e.
Right, really.
But her name is not gonna be Ren'e, but you know,
Her name would be Tasha.
Something a little more sophisticated, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Not Bernice. That's too old.
Who?
Bernice.
I wouldn't even thought of that. No. Something sophisticated, not countrified, you know? No, but yeah.
Yeah.
I love
so
it.
I can't wait.
I love it.
Coming.
So tell everybody what's coming up next for the both of you guys. And then talk about this book that you done mentioned 17 times.
I mentioned it 3 times. Anyway. So again, I do have my book. Pick Up Your Crown. One night during COVID, I just sat up and I just started typing. Okay. After I typed up. Hey, I actually have typed on a typewriter. But no, I was just typing on my laptop because I was just tired of carrying all of this stuff on me, this baggage. COVID was a lot, but it actually was a healing period for me. So after typing up everything, the idea of a book coming up came to my brain. So I contacted somebody that I knew, which I'm going to send to you, that, helped with publishing books. And she told me her prices. And randomly, I got a deposit from my previous college that I used to go to for that amount. I don't even know why I received this money. I'm being real honest. God. And it was around the time, it was like days later. So I said, God, if you want me to do this, it's up to you. Boom, it was in my account. So I said, all right, I'm going to be telling all my business though, but I guess it's a testimony, whatever. I just want to help people. So that's how that story came about. Yeah. But that was a journey. It was a journey, and it was very healing for me to write how I felt. Yeah. Now, what I wrote in this book now is different. Like I said, some relationships that was bad developed. Some relationship that was good dissolved. I'm thinking about doing a podcast about it because I do want to do an update. I know people been asking me for a part 2, but I really don't want to write again. I just want to talk. Right. But yeah, and I have books for y'all and cups for y'all.
Girl, this book, life. Yeah, my book would look like a dictionary.
I love it.
Mine would look like a dictionary of my life. No, if I did my life like this, no, not the erotic book, but my life. It would be like a dictionary. It would probably be like this.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ren'e, we need you in these streets. To help us.
Oh, I'm in the streets.
Yeah. To help us.
What you talking about? Your story.
To help us,
Ren'e. For the streets.
No, not you spread eagle, man.
But no, I would love to know your story because I feel like when I'm around you, you have a lot of mystery to you. Yeah. And you don't say it all. But I know that you have a lot of wisdom in that dome, for sure.
Wisdom? Like I am 75 years old, man.
I have wisdom.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I because I've been through things and I just hold everything in. I talk to a few here and there, but I do have a lot to talk about. Yeah. I have a lot to talk about. Yeah. A lot. That's why I said my daughter and my niece. But my daughter and my niece, they are not going to fail. Trust and believe. Not with me behind them.
Yeah.
They are going to be everything.
So how do you get your niece and your daughter to realize that the wisdom that you're giving them and the words of wisdom that you're giving them
you don't
impactful?
Yes,
and
not because you don't listen to the elders, But I'm just gonna but what it is like even when people tell you stuff, you may not want to listen then, or you may not hear them then, but it's in your brain.
Yeah.
In your brain.
And so I'm gonna tell them this, and I'm gonna tell them that, and they're gonna remember it. And I'm gonna tell them, you remember this. You can do what you want, live your life how you want, because it's your life. You got to make your own mistakes, but just remember, this happened and this could happen.
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
Yeah, definitely.
That is true.
So
that is true.
In this book, what I was reading on the back, you were talking about overcoming a few things. So domestic abuse, rejection, and then also emotional abuse. So how do you get from that place to a place like what are your steps to becoming mentally well in all of that, or after all of that?
To be honest, I think God helped me, held me in it all. A lot of this book is about my spiritual walk that I had to do. It was a lot. And I even had a moment where I felt like I was not present. Like I felt like I was in space, but I was present in the moment, but I was not present. Yeah. That is the question that I have. Yeah. When I was going through a lot, I noticed a lot of people tell me like, how are you able to do all this stuff? Because I've always acted out, always was a mom. I always worked. I had so much stuff on me. And they were like, how are you able to do this? I'm like, I don't know. But as of recent, I realized that I went through a burnout phase by trying to hold it together. Yeah. And so I had to, but I didn't know that that's what was going on until I got out of it. And I'm like, oh, I was burning out. I was burning out. Yeah. But honestly, it's the Lord.
Yes. The Lord has got me through all of this. I've only had him as my black. And I used to pray to him when I had my first son. I know this on a whole nother level, but when I had my first son, I didn't have his dad around. Although he's a cool stand-up guy or whatever, but I didn't have him around. But I said, God, I'm going to need you because I don't have nobody else. It's just me and you. And I said that with every child. It kind of get me emotional, but I said with every child. And all of my kids have been good all along. I've been good. I haven't lived the life that I wanted to live because I just knew I was going to be a housewife of Los Angeles, living in a mansion with all this money. But I have not had any problems. I've been real good. God has took me and my kids all the way. Yeah. It's just been parents that have lost kids, and my kids have been good. My kids have been really good. God has took me all the way. Yeah. 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 All the way, girl. Yeah. I don't want to get emotional.
Yes, I love it.
God has taken me all the way. And he's still not finished with me,
Absolutely.
He's still not finished with me. I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
A long way.
90-day fiance.
I love it.
After lockup.
See, I don't know if God is saying love after lockup.
But you know what? Some of them, if they're in the feds, they done did white collar crimes. So it's not like a murder or nothing like that, So it's still love after lockup.
Love after lockup, federal crimes edition.
What? Federal crimes edition. That's another book. That's another chapter in one of my books.
I love it.
Right. I need to get this book.
Right.
ASAP.
It's not the same book.
So how do they even connect with these people? Do they just
I don't know. I think they go on websites like inmate.com or something.
Inmate.com.
Or something like that. I want to go on sugardaddy.com.
Sugardaddy.com.
All right now.
Well, if you get a good one.
Yeah. Maybe that's where we should start.
That's where we should start. So we can really get you a sugar daddy. Yeah. So he can send us on trips.
Yeah.
Not two,
but you
sugar daddy.
Too, though.
What I'm signing up for.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Not two sugar daddy.
Cut that out.
I'm good.
Not two sugar daddy though.
Yeah.
No, not. You don't need 90. Well,
what 90?
No, I was just about to say you don't need a 90-year-old, but I know that I don't know.
But a 90-year-old, they may be gone.
Yeah. I don't want to do no Anna Nicole Smith stuff.
It's not terrible, but what if they live 113?
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's a lot.
No, I just want somebody still have fun with, guys. I want to still have fun with my guy. Yeah. I want to be able to look at him. I don't want to.
See, most sugar daddies ain't look at-able. Okay?
No, a lot of sugar daddies.
They're look at-able?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know, because I don't know. See, that's why you guys need to see what my look at-able looks like.
Okay.
Yes, because,
okay.
Because he's not looking like a raisin in a wheelchair, you know? He do have a pension, though, you know?
Hallelujah.
Huh. You know, but yeah, I want somebody that's still able to get up and do stuff. Right. I want to, cut a rug, or,
you still want to be able to bounce.
Yeah. Yes, I do want to bounce. I do want to bounce.
Oh, no. I cannot. You're funny.
Stop acting like you don't know the fuck we talking about. Stop it.
Right, acting all innocent.
I cannot.
The Lord has delivered me.
Right.
No, you still bounce. Okay, stop playing. I love it. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for being on this episode.
It's over.
Wait,
no, we got to go all night, honey.
We have so much to talk about.
What y'all got to talk about?
I actually had a lunch date.
Let's talk about you.
After this.
About me?
You want to log on to the sugar daddy? Oh, no. We said no, we wasn't going to do that.
Why you keep trying to sabotage me? What is going on right now? I don't need no sugar daddy. I'm good. I'm totally good. Mm-hmm. I'm good. Yes, I am content. I am happy, and I am also at peace.
Good.
So
I'm at peace too.
Yes.
With my situationships. Yes, indeed. I am. Call me.
Put your number.
So if y'all are interested in young Ren'e over here, y'all let me know. Reach out. Y'all can go onto the website, www.sunshinestate.com. That's sunshine with an O. www.sunshinestate.com. Please remember. Anyway, thank y'all for joining today. This has been an episode of Women in Wine. I'm excited about all the things that we've talked about today. Although there was a lot of laughs and things like that mixed in, the real basis of what we're talking about is find the healthiest way to be in something that is impactful and meaningful to you. Yes. If you are dealing with somebody and it takes you outside of what your character is, then maybe reevaluate it. I'm not going to necessarily encourage you to leave. Unless that's what you need to do. But if this is something that you can work through and work out and grow with this person, then I suggest a growth because I'm not trying to break up nobody's homes. But if this is something that's toxic, says find your exit plan. Just find your nearest exit so you can go ahead and get out. But at the end of the day, loving yourself has to be primary. And loving yourself enough to be the best version of yourself for you and for others is also a part of how we get to forming those healthy relationships that we want for ourselves and that we want to be an example for our kids as well. So with all that being said, thank you guys for joining us today. Again, my guests have been Jessica and Ren'e, and I thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been a fun time. These drinks have been drinking, and I appreciate them so much. And I appreciate you all for your feedback. If you haven't not already done so, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. This is a podcast that runs off of listener support, and everything that you do to support is free. It's free to like, it's free to subscribe, and it's also free to share. It costs you nothing. And so please feel free to do those things and support. Also, we have Well Brand Apparel. I have some of the merch sitting here. I'm not wearing my merch today because I wanted to look kind of fly for the ladies, but I will have it on the next episode. But yes, so our merch is here. I also have some of the wellness books sitting around as well. We have journals, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in our merch, we'll definitely have the information to the merch in the description as well. Again, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to reach out to us or connect to us with any other way, we are available on our website at www.sunshinestate.com. That is www.sunshinestate.com. And that is sunshine with an O. Thank you guys again for joining us. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a good one.
Should we close out on a cheer?
Cheers. Yes, let's close out on a cheer. Cheers.
Don't be afraid of the crowd, laughing loud and feeling free. need you really. So stand out, stand out, stand out. You're here, you're free, absolutely where you need to be. So stand out, stand out, stand out.
Welcome to the Sunshine State, a space for health, healing, and wellness.